Some people are really scared at the thought of technology being attached to our bodies. What if the technology helps someone walk or feed themselves again after suffering from an injury or crippling disease? This is becoming possible through the help of exoskeletal devices. How do they work? Let's find out. Exoskeletal means outside skeleton. Scientists are working on ways to use these outside skeletons to help individuals who suffer from spinal disease or spinal injuries. What is paralysis? Muscle is a special kind of tissue that enables our bodies to move. It is under the control of the nervous system, which processes messages to and from all parts of the body. When the nerve cells or neurons that control the muscles become diseased or injured, a person loses the ability to control those muscles voluntarily. That person is paralyzed or in paralysis. Exoskeletons have multiple uses. In addition to the medical field, the military has also adapted this technology to help soldiers reduce fatigue when carrying heavy gear. How medical exoskeletal devices work. One example is the ESCO bionic suit. This bionic suit helps people with lower extremity weakness to stand up and walk. This happens when the person wearing the suit shifts their weight and the sensors in the suit activate and initiate steps. Battery-powered motors then move the legs, replacing deficient neuromuscular function that is preventing the person from walking unassisted. Watch this quick video that demonstrates how effective the suit is.
This German clinic was recommended to me by other patients. The doctors here are very innovative and offer high-end medicine such as robotic-supported rehabilitation. I was a motocross rider and I had a crash 2012 in October and my back's broken and I'm sitting now in the wheelchair and I'm so happy with this machine to walk again.
The exoskeleton is a special therapy for patients with spinal cord injuries. And at the moment, only a few hospitals in the US and Europe offer this therapy with this device. The exoskeleton is a battery-powered bionic device and it's worn like a suit. It's strapped over the patient's clothing and it bears its 20 kilos directly to the ground and the patient is able to walk with this device. The therapy consists of several levels. At first, the therapist programs the device, and as long as the patient has reached his balance and has made a few steps, he can reach the second level. By shifting weight laterally, the patient is able to send a signal to the exoskeleton and thus move forward. Computer devices translate body movement into steps made by the exoskeleton, and thus the patient is able to walk. We know that walking in an upright position improves cardiovascular function as well as bowel movements and most likely also prevent osteoporosis. Besides these more bodily effects, we expect a huge psychological profit and most likely also a sort of antidepressant action of walking with exoskeleton.
Another example of medical exoskeletal technology is HAL. This technology uses a person's thoughts to help them move. When a person thinks the thought that they want to move, nerve signals fire off to the brain, from the brain to muscles via motor neurons, and then a musculoskeletal system such as a joint moves. At that time, subtle bioelectrical signals, BES, leaks out onto the human skin, which reflects his or her intention to move. HAL reads the BES and controls a power unit that is able to assist the joint's movement in conjunction with the person's thoughts. Oddly enough, smartphone technology played a big part in the development of these devices because it helped reduce the size of components needed and drove down the cost because of the demand for these components. As we continue to develop new technologies and gain a better understanding of how the human body works, we will be able to use and solve problems facing we will be able to solve the problems facing those whose lives are challenged by paralysis with even smaller components. Knowing that smartphone technology led to these advances in the medical field gives hope that maybe someday we may discover a way to help these individuals walk freely on their own.